So we have a very special guest, so if you guys can give a warm welcome to Malik Yusef.
What'd you say? I was waiting for somebody to get caught up on that one, goddammit. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today, man? So this is the accountant department of Loyola University, huh? Huh? Yeah? Okay. The numbers, yeah, by the numbers. How many people in here know a song called the Hokey Pokey? I should remix that motherfucker, though, shouldn't I? Okay, how many people know a song called Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars? That's amazing. Can somebody hum that for me real quick? Maybe everybody in unison on the count of three. Let's hum that. Let's hum that together. Hum, 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 hum. It's vocalization without verbalization, mama. Okay, on the count of three. One, two, three. Okay, stop. Y'all are terrible. Horrible. This is obviously not the choir in this motherfucker. Obviously, that's not what y'all here for. That song is important because it also is another song that you've grown up knowing, that you had to know. That's right, yes. This is the alphabet song as well. So the king of music is melody. The king of music is melody. Understand that. Poetry is words and lyrics and all that, and it makes you feel good because it elicits a certain feeling from using choice words and certain combination, but melody is what makes you love music. Now, obviously, I'm a songwriter and a producer and a poet, but the main thing that people bring me in for is because I bring the melody. And melody is what feelings sound like. This is why when you see a movie or anything like that, you see people, they walk down the street and they humming and they're happy, they're in love, especially in like rom-coms. They're happy, they're like, oh yeah. They're humming their favorite song. Because it's not really the words, fuck the words, right? At that moment. The words are another thought. The most primal aspect is the melody, is the rhythm. How many of y'all been babies before? Damn, not everybody, huh? Just not everybody. Just skipped over that part and shit. Just came to college and shit. Fuck the diapers and bottles. Just go to school. Just the bottles part, huh? So, melody, ironically, registers in the same part of the brain as the mother's voice. Nobody's born with a language. Nobody. You learn a language, or you learn several languages, but that is learned. There's a very popular thought that humans sang before we spoke. It's very important to understand this. Every animal around us that can vocalize, they sing. You ever heard this sound before? You've heard that sound? Wolves, coyotes. This is important because when I made that sound, everyone knew what the fuck I was talking about. To some, it represents the wilderness and freedom. To some, it represents danger. But everybody know what that sound is. I'll give you a couple more examples. These are some, I'll take you to a 3-word song. Well, 3 words from a song. And music department, what the fuck? Yes. But those 3 words told you. It wasn't a lot of lyrics that gave you the feeling, gave you the memory, that activated you. I'll do another one. I'll do another one for you. Dale. Daylight come and you won't go home. Okay, how about just one? How about just one word? Mama. So don't let people start to trick you and make you think that it's about lyrics. It is, but not primarily about lyrics. The primary part is melody. How many of you have cooked food before? Okay, even better. How many people have eaten food before? Once, twice, maybe. All right, cool. How about spaghetti? Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, fuck spaghetti. Hardcore in this motherfucker. Yeah, spaghetti. No, spaghetti's not hardcore food. Don't get super excited about spaghetti. I mean, it's delicious, but damn. So, spaghetti is obviously the pasta noodles, some seasonings, water, definitely a little bit of oil or some sauce and tomatoes, some oregano, all those little parts and portions that get added into it, and some salt. Let lyrics be the salt. When you're doing music or working with clients that do music, understand that that's the salt. And you don't need a lot of that. If you had equal salt to equal water, it'd kill you. It'll fucking kill you. The melody is the water. It's the ubiquitous portion. It's the part that everything needs, including spaghetti. So I want to be clear with what this shit is as far as the creation of this music, the thing we call music, this organized noise that we call music. My name is Malik Yusef, a.k.a. The Wordsmith, a.k.a. DJ Good Music, the Angel, from Chicago. Chi-town in this motherfucker? 2 people, huh? God damn. We got to do better. How about anybody from, man, fuck the other cities. I don't care. No, I'm just serious. Well, one thing about being from Chicago is that it has traditionally in music been a flyover zone. Just a place when you're getting from LA to New York for all the old school bands and stuff. And then people would slide by here and there to perform, take all the money, take the food, take the women, and then leave and shit. And then those influences get to stay there because people didn't traditionally leave Chicago too much. So those influences get to stay there and they pile up and they build up. And then we got people coming from the South. And so the brand of music from Chicago is very, very potent. It's very potent. It's the sound that rules rap right now. It's the sound that rules really, the house music that gave birth to the EDM movement and so on and so forth. And my estimation is that the music industry right now that is so powerful and there's so much money involved in it that it's gonna grow exponentially, maybe even 10 times in the next 5 years. So most of the jobs at advertising agencies will be music jobs because we have so many platforms in which to put out content. And content is pretty bland without fucking music, man. There's no show, there's no movie, there's nothing you really want to look at long term without music in it. Now, I've been blessed to be able to produce music for some of the greats. And I don't take that lightly, because I know that it's this much space right here, this block of space, and it's an entire building trying to fit inside that block, and I understand that. It's easier, but that's why what you're doing is brave, and I appreciate you being in music. It is the hardest business on this planet. Aerospace has more people in it than music, the people that are working and surviving, making a living in music. Any sport, it's maybe 100 times easier to become Jeff Bezos than to become Jay-Z. Shout out Big Homie Hov, my man. There's been titans of industry. There's been tycoons. We've had that for a long time. We've not seen a person come from the projects of Brooklyn and build an empire off of a thing that you can't touch. Like, I have some CDs, right, that I had to go back and make CDs because people want to feel the CD. So I went and made CDs for my first album. I can sell you a CD, but you can't touch music. But it can touch you. And you can feel it. And it's just as real as anything else. You can't see air, but you can feel it. And it moves you and it makes you alive. Now, some of you came in here with doubts. And rightfully so. This is some scary shit, man. To be able to create something that's in your mind, take it from your mind, put it onto paper or into a machine, feed it back to yourself, put it back out again and say, hey, world, here's my offering to you. And not only is this my offering to you, I want you to fucking love it. And through loving it, I want you to love me. And that takes magic. It takes magic, nothing short of magic. Not a miracle because it's miraculous, something that, no, it takes Harry Potter level, Petronius unum, this step plus this movement, spark some shit. And if it don't work, you got to do it again. Say, maybe my elbow was out too far. And you got to second guess yourself. And am I too tall? Am I too short? Am I too skinny? Am I too fat? Am I too white? Am I too black? Is my English not good enough? Is my Spanish not good enough? Is my slang too slangy? Am I too proper? You question yourself first. You don't say, well, maybe y'all just don't get it. Unless you're on Twitter and you being brolic and shit. But in real life, you're saying, well, what did I do wrong? What Ye say? Damn, baby, these niggas that much better than me? So you're going to have that initial doubt. And that's going to be every other hour in this industry. And I say that because like lightning, another person can come and become the new style, and everybody goes, that's the new style, chase that. Shh. Do a replica of that. And I'm here to tell you no. I'm here to tell you, no, fuck them. I'm here to tell you, do what you've been doing better. Do what you're the only one of you that exists. We don't have another you. Your perspective is important. Your approach is important. This is not basketball or football where everybody put the same uniform on and this position is done, all the linemen have this drill. This is not that. Those people in sports, they have a certain shelf life. You can do this till you're 80. Ravi Shankar died on tour, 91. You can only get better at this. A football player, they get worse. A basketball player, they lose it at some point. This you don't. Carole King's not lost it. Paul McCartney, I've been in the studio with dude. He hasn't fucking lost it. He's not lost it, man. He's reinventing himself. Okay, man. I've been in the studio sitting next to Elton John like this. He ain't fucking lost it, dog. He's better, but people around him are like, no, Elton, let the young guys have that lane. And he's like, no, what about this? His husband was like, Elton, we got all the money already. Let's not fuck it up. All the old shit you did, you just keep doing that. That's why Stevie Wonder doesn't have a new record out. He records new music all the time. I've been in the studio with Stevie. We was working on Hove album. I'm like, this shit is incredible. But his team is like, no, don't give them something else to look at, only this. But the artist is like, I have to. I have to. No. Do the fuck you doing. Listen to other people, cool, yes, listen to them. So I'm going to take you through a little bit of stuff today. See this shit right here? You might not never touch that shit, but that ain't even important. Your chances of doing that shit is, man, low than a motherfucker. And I think the Grammy nominations is 24, actually. Yeah, I think it's 24. Cause I remember I lost way more than that. I lost to Adele 3 times, so the image is accurate, the ASCAP is accurate. Yeah. That Grammy Award should be 7, man, because that's one I lost to Adele. Album of the year with Beyonce. Some bullshit, too. Some bullshit, man. I'm sitting in there and the Grammys on the floor. My daughter's on the phone, on FaceTime. I'm smoking the Mike Dean pen, shit, getting high at the Grammys while on the floor. Like, Beyonce singing my fucking song. My daughter home. I'm like, yeah, we got this shit. They're like, album of the year. I was like, then I'm going to say, and God bless mommy. And then, then I'm going to say, and to all you motherfuckers. No, I ain't going to say that. I'm going to say, and the people that didn't support me, maybe not. No, I ain't going to say that. I'm going to say, well, Mary had a little lamb, and then I had the steak. No, that's not funny enough. People ain't going to laugh. They not going to get that one. Okay. They was like Adele. I was like, oh, nah. No, not you again. But that shit was hard, man. All that shit is difficult, man. That's the tour with Hove when I was every night throwing up the rock in this motherfucker. The Rock is in the building. Yeah, that was a great tour, 444. Did we come through here? Yeah, Mercedes. Yeah, that shit was lit. I think I was drunk that night, one of the nights. I don't drink much, and when I do, it all go bad. Always ends in, like, nudity and stories and shit. All right, go to the next thing. This is my man Tanner, by the way. He worked with me. This is my man. also a musician and a songwriter, and amongst other things. We both were in the military. He was Air Force. I was in the Army. This is a question. This is a question right here. And it's not just like in your life. I mean, while you've been here at Loyola, who struggled? Everybody. Every fucking body. Because if you're trying to make progress, progress takes struggle. Nobody has ever progressed without struggle. Some of y'all told me y'all been children before. One couple of y'all said y'all was kids. How many of y'all think, if you don't remember being a kid, how many of y'all think you were born with teeth? Raise your hand if you were born with teeth. Gross if you were. Gross. Don't be born with teeth. That's terrible. I don't know. Stop it. Change the channel in your mind, Malik, now. It's horrible. Well, me being a parent and seeing my children teething, because they've been so used to sucking on a titty or sucking on a bottle, just chilling, pissing and shitting right where they laying at and laughing and smiling at you like, oh, go. And then all of a sudden, that started to change. Then they start to feeling some discomfort in their mouth. Then their body start feeling uncomfortable. Then the skin in their mouth that we call gums, that part starts to tear and break and rip. Even while they sleeping, especially while they sleeping. And then bacteria gets into the body, and the body wants to fight the bacteria, so it flame on. Now you got a fucking fever, and you don't even know what that is. Like, I'm fever. What? I feel horrible. I know what to do. My famous sound. Wah, 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 wah. This make the big people come. This is the alarm for the big people. And the one that's always cussing, I don't know what his name is, but every time I make this sound, at this time, he get to cussing. Damn, what the fuck? Baby, what's wrong, baby? What's wrong? Ah, oh, fuck. What's wrong with this baby? I guess he don't remember all babies make this sound. And they teething. And they struggling with that. Now, if I could have communicated with my baby and said, you know what? What can I do for you? She would have probably said, I don't want this to happen. This right here, I got everything I need. Why is this happening? Why am I hurting? Why am I on fire? Because she didn't know that one day she was going to want to motherfucking eat popcorn. She didn't know how delicious that shit was. She had no idea that asparagus is yummy. Scratch. When you're getting money, asparagus is yummy. She had no idea that you need the shit that's coming through, that's difficult for you, that's hurting you, that's making you uncomfortable, is needed. You're going to need this to get to where you're going. When you get to where you're going to need these tools. That is a struggle. This picture is important because the resources down here have been exhausted. He's graduated from this position, this place, this state of his existence. He's graduated from that. Now, to get to the other side, he has to go over this wall. That's called a barrier. That's called a barrier. And you're going to struggle to get over that barrier the first, the second, the third, fourth, maybe fifth time that you encounter it. Now, it's never going to be easy to overcome a barrier. It's never going to happen. It's never going to be easy. But you will get better at it. You will get better at it. You are in an environment right now with like-minded people. You have instructors giving you information. You get to have motherfucking Malik Yusef come down here and talk to you. This is a blessing. When you leave this motherfucker, though, when you go to your studio apartment, when you move to LA or New York or Seattle or wherever music takes you to Atlanta, and you by yourself, or you sleeping on a friend's or a family member's couch, that's when you're going to really experience this. This ain't shit. The feeling of failure or incompetency or exhaustion, this ain't shit here. This make a motherfucker give up right here. See these toes right here? The person that those toes belong to, you got to figure that out. Who got feet like that in your life? Whose feet look like that in your life? Who is that person for you that's going to help you get over the next barrier, the next boundary? Yeah, look for somebody with those feet. That's going to help you a lot. That's your hint right there. Get to that person. You see the look on his face? To me, that look is gratefulness. Yeah, determination, all that shit too. But gratefulness, like, fuck. I can't do this by my motherfucking self. I can't do this alone. And this music, you can't do it alone. Newsflash. Russ was like, yeah, I did everything myself. Goddamn lie. You motherfucker. If you don't get your lying ass. But he feels like he did it by himself because he wrote and arranged some of the songs, and he doesn't understand that everything in his life, everything he's heard, everything he's learned led him to this point. Everything that's not there is what led him to get to this wall. Everything I'm not makes me everything I am. The lack is what makes you move. Things don't evolve because shit is perfect. Things evolve because something went drastically fucking wrong. Something didn't work at all. Fish came out of the water and got on land, not because it's great down here, but because some predator was like, yo, I'm eating everything. Nigga, I'm eating everybody. What's up? Are you something? I'm eating you. Said, well, I'm going to be out this water. Let me become oxygen tolerant with a swiftness in this motherfucker. Evolution ain't because everything is fucking comfy. Ain't nobody ever been coddled to greatness. You gotta struggle for progress. You gotta go through it. You gotta go above it, over it. You gotta figure out, man, this blood on my leg from having my body against this hard fucking surface. And you gotta remember that and be like, okay, I know what that feel like. Musicians are a culmination of their failures, not the successes. The reason why there's so many one-hit wonders in our world, because sometimes you can fuck around and hit the lottery. But the reason why you're going through, the reason why the universe, the cosmos, why she takes you through things is to prepare you to be your dopest self. Because if you got a bad habit, the lottery will kill your ass. I mean, if you got a really bad cocaine habit, $1 million is like a fucking gunshot to your fucking dome. Because guess what you're going to do? Be like, oh, I could take half of this and buy cocaine with it. You have to be able to struggle and deal with it. This is coming from a person who deals with addiction. When I thought that, okay, now 2 bottles of Vicodin for this month is what I'm going to use. When I would wake up in the morning and be like, you know what? I'm just going to have some Bacardi with my orange juice. And then I was like, oh, I'll just put some orange juice in my Bacardi. And then when I ran out of orange juice, it was Sunkissed. Then when I ran out of Sunkissed, it was fruit punch, Hawaiian punch. And then when I ran out of Hawaiian punch, it was just Bacardi. And I lived that. And I struggled with it. And guess what I didn't want to do? Stop drinking Bacardi for breakfast. Motherfucker, this is dope. I love this. I get to drink all day. I got money. I'm living in a motherfucking dope-ass penthouse overlooking the lake, and was killing myself. So I'm telling you, the shit that you're going through is important. The faster you cycle through it, the faster you get to where you're trying to be at. The universe is conspiring in your favor constantly. Constantly conspiring in your favor. But you got to be the person that can accept this burden. You saw Stefania, she did what she had to do to get to where she had to be. Meat suits, all kind of shit. Now she's back being herself. That's who I met. That's the version, Lady Gaga, this is the version of her that I met in New York. And sometimes you got to go through the cycles, man. You got to struggle with doing shit you don't want to do sometimes. Be on people you don't want to be with. Work with motherfuckers you don't want to work with. Listen to people that, like me, that you feel like, nah, he wrong. Take heed, though. Take heed. You don't just jump up here like this. You struggle. You go through. You grow teeth. You catch the fucking fever. But you're going to need them teeth when it's time to eat in earnest. How many of y'all been in second grade before? How many of y'all still in second grade in this motherfucker? Just snuck in here. Delinquents, motherfucker. How many of y'all had a favorite outfit when you were in second grade? Man, that motherfucking outfit your mama bought you. Woo! You was fleed in a motherfucker. You was, woo! Go put it back on right now. Go wear it right now. That's exactly. You've outgrown it. You've outgrown your favorite thing. The thing you love the most, you outgrew it. That's what's going to happen time and time again in this industry. The thing you think you have all figured out, you're going to outgrow it. It was only there for a moment. Keep getting better. Keep improving. You don't have it all figured out right now. You don't have the best song in the world right now. It's possible. Highly unlikely, though. Highly the fuck unlikely. Enjoy the struggle. Learn from the struggle. Don't go blind and then run through it like I'm just going to try to get out of here. No, 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 no. Pay attention to each step. It's important. It's important mechanics. Fight through the depression. We creatives, we get depressed faster than anybody on the planet Earth. You ever seen a really creative person out celebrating and partying, and she drinking, and she with her best friends and shit, and she drinking and she laughing, girl, you're so great. Girl, what's wrong? Bitch, you don't love me. Out of nowhere, that's part of the process. That's what creatives go through. That's part of this shit. Analyze that shit, though. Analyze yourself in that. That you love your parents tomorrow, but yesterday you couldn't stand them. You don't want to talk to them no more. Don't call my motherfucking phone. Leave me alone. That's what this process is. Especially music. Especially something as difficult to have people love you for, and even worse, they rather hate you. People are very cynical when it comes to this shit right here. This shit that's a ghost in the air. They want to not like it. They can't wait. I'm dropping my mixtape. They be like, yes, drop it. Drop it like it's hot. We all live in it. That shit is horrible. What? Who? Oh my God. Twitter finger, Twitter finger, Twitter finger, Twitter finger. Who let you ever get by a motherfucking microphone? Yeah, let's say that. What else should I say, y'all? Say, this is, whose voice is that? Yours or your great-great-grandmother's? Yeah, say some shit like that. And they be like, you know what? This a little bit sound like, I mean, if you fixed it up, you could get this song to Tekashi or something, like when he come home. Yeah, that's a big diss to him, yeah. And they have creative ways of fucking dissing you. And then the people that's, I mean, literally your friend that you hang with, but you know, all our friends got another group of friends that we don't really fuck with that much. That's just how friendship go. Motherfuckers is free agents in friendship. They be with you today like, yeah, girl, yeah, Cynthia. I don't fuck with Cynthia like that. Cynthia like, got pizza. Hey, Cynthia. Yeah. So Mark was saying, you're like, how the fuck? But it's ancient. Confucius said, the secret whispered in the ear of your closest friend is often heard 100 miles away by your furthest enemy. Confucius said that the secret whispered in the ear of your closest friend is often heard 100 miles away by your furthest enemy. That's the real shit. Let's talk about, go to the next slide. Let's talk about what you want to achieve, because that's what this all boils down to. A lot of people say, well, I just want to make enough money so I can have a house. I just want to make enough money to feed myself. Go find me a person on the planet Earth that don't want enough money to feed themselves. You won't find them. 7 billion people want the same thing you want. So that's not, I don't want you to minimize that desire by saying I just or I merely want. You're saying I don't want to be a big rock star. I just want to make enough money in the hardest industry in the fucking world to feed myself and pay my bills. That should be the default. Let me tell you something. 68% of people in America consider themselves a creative. 68% of people in America consider themselves a creative. And of that 68%, 75% are music creatives. So what's that? What's the percentage of that? That's out of 100 million Americans. Yeah, about 100 million Americans do music. 300. A third, yeah. About a third of Americans do music. I know this ain't the accounting department, but fuck y'all anyway. Y'all went to college. I dropped out of high school, so I'm leaning on your knowledge. Well-dressed motherfuckers. Everybody in here clean. College used to then be this way. College was people who just destitute. Now everybody got clean clothes and shit on, fed, looking good. How the hell this happen? Who y'all robbing out here in this motherfucking town? A whole band of robbers out here. That's where y'all be on Bourbon Street somewhere. Pickpocket, yeah. But you're competing with a third of America for your position. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve? You don't gotta minimize it, man. It's okay to say, I want to be bigger than motherfucking Elvis. I want to be bigger than Michael Jackson. Feel that shit in your chest, man. Feel that shit. Be like Celine Dion, y'all know her? Oh, man, I'm going to be twice as big as that bitch. That's what it is. Say that shit, though. Say it with your fucking chest. Shoot like that. All this low shooting shit, I just want to be able to get by a little bit. No, fuck that. For what? You could be a banker to get by. You don't want to get by. That ain't what this shit in our brain do to us. It don't make us just want to eke on by. That's being a regular person. Shit, regular people don't want to be regular people. Why would we want to be regular people? We don't want that shit. Get that shit out your fucking mind. Don't let nobody in your motherfucking city, your town, your neighborhood, your fucking church or synagogue or mosque or temple or your family tell you to motherfucking mitigate your expectations of yourself. Don't say I just want so they can feel comfortable with your fucking dreams. Be absurd, man. Y'all talking to people at home like, yeah, I'm just trying to make it. No, fuck just trying to make it. Like, yo, I DM'd everybody that ever been signed to Def Jam today and sent them my song. In response, nope, but tomorrow they're going to respond. And if they don't, everybody ever signed to Elektra. And then say people that was on their album. Look at the album. Look at the credits. DM those people. Go harder, man. All that, I just want to make enough money to, fuck that shit. Stop it. Stop it right now. Ain't no time for Clark Kent in this shit. Superman only. Superman the fuck only. And I'm dead serious. Clark Kent slow Superman down. He got to go around corners and shit. Yes, Lord, we slide over here. No, just be sitting in the motherfucking sky with red, blue, and gold on. Like, yeah, y'all want to pull some shit? Y'all on something? No, okay, I ain't think so. Motherfuckers. Be that more version of yourself. You ain't come here to eke by. You ain't in this expensive ass school to eke by. Start planning your mansion out right now. I'm here to tell you, man, you ain't coming to the hardest industry in the world to just be in this motherfucker like a parishioner. Y'all not regular. When you gonna realize that you not fucking regular? You ain't never been regular. You always been the weird kid in the house. Be that plus some. Be that plus some. Let your parents be embarrassed to. God damn it. Going to school. Muslim parents be the main ones that be like, oh, they're making that worldly music. Oh, Allah. Allah, I remember my father first heard my shit, he was like, there's a lot of cussing. I was like, yeah, that's what hip hop is, a lot of cussing. Beastie Boys told me a long time ago, a lot of beer, a lot of girls, and a lot of cussing. That's what I'm doing here. He's like, oh, okay. Well, my dad a construction worker, you know what I'm saying? He ain't on that shit. He thought I was going to just be like, okay, I'll go to high school, I'll finish, and then I'll come hammer shit with you, which is cool. I love my father, and I love hammering shit. But this shit right here, nigga, this shit right here, nigga, we in this shit to be incredible. Don't get out of school and then be like, well, it didn't work. Did you go hard? You did? Did you go harder after that? Oh, you did? Did you go your fucking hardest? Did you crash and burn because of it? Did you say, hey, y'all, I'm throwing a concert on the moon. Everybody's welcome. That's how I'm going. Like, man, what's wrong, man? Malik Yusef, man. Y'all heard about what happened? Yeah, that kind of shit. Yeah, so I had a fucking situation with a friend of mine who shall remain nameless for this purpose. And he was supposed to, we had a foundation. And this fucking Philip Klein was like, yeah, I'm in with the foundation the whole nine. And my boy, he got a lot of spiritual, emotional, and mental problems that have exacerbated because of his lifestyle. So he's not who he used to be, you know, maybe a shell of his former self. And he's involved with people who kind of need him to be under their control. That's just what that is. And so he had to kind of play me on some business shit. Now, I'm a gangster. I'm a real live gangster, like for real TV version gangster. I started gangbanging when I was 12 years old. You know, I got 82 arrests on my record. That's when I was trying to be a regular person. When I gave that shit up and became the real me. So, you know, I've been there for him, helped him out. I did something different for a living first that involved a lot of money too. So I helped him out with money his whole life, protected him, looked out for him. I went to jail. I went to jail for shooting Suge Knight, but I did not, right? I did not shoot Suge Knight. I went to jail and got out the next day. Protected my boy, though, you know. I mean, well, scratch that. So anyway, Suge Knight got shot somewhere. I was in the club. I went to jail. Some kind of fucking weird shit, you know. I bonded out the next day. But Suge Knight stopped messing with my friend. Because when you get shot, you stop doing stuff that made you get shot, hopefully. So we got this long history. I took care of him and shit. And, you know, we had a phone conversation. He told me how he couldn't do shit. He couldn't just do that while I skipped music. So I had to, you know, damn near lose a relationship with my man who's a fashion designer because my boy he couldn't show up and do what the fuck he's supposed to do. That's going to happen. People going to let you down. Your job is to keep the fuck going. You going to let somebody else stop you? This ain't fucking NASCAR. Yeah, NASCAR, that's a physical, tangible automobile crashes. You got to, oh, shit, warning lap, oh, get off this motherfucking thing. Oh, we fucked up, it's over with. This is ethereal, man. This shit is in the air. A motherfucker tell you no. So, and it's 7 billion people on the planet Earth. You're going to find at least one more motherfucker that you can run with. Did you think that this was going to be easy? Did you think you was going to make a song and people was going, and shoot a video with your friends and your ticker tape was going to go up? Yes, you did. Of course you did. You better think that. You better think that every fucking thing you do is great. You better believe in yourself so much that if a motherfucker told you, hey, we got a studio for free, it's on the sun, though, you'd be like, okay, bet. It's on the sun. How many miles is that away from the fucking planet Earth? You got to be on that kind of shit. You got to be thinking like an alien, like you're not even part of this earth, like you a fucking mutant. Like when you open your hand up, shit fly out of it. Then when you look at some shit, it start burning. When you blow on some shit, it start freezing. When you start moving, the earth start moving. You got to feel like that. You not regular. You are not regular. Yes, you want to be the biggest artist. You want to be better than the motherfucker that you love the most. You want to be bigger than your idol. You want to be bigger than your roommate. No offense to the roommate, but shit. Somebody got to die. I'm moving past you. Steel sharpens steel. Steel sharpens steel. Did y'all see the movie that Gaga was in? A Star is what? A star is what? Born. This shit that's in you, man. If any of y'all can feel like y'all could quit doing this shit and you just doing this for fun right now, leave. Get out to school, take your motherfucking money, get out right now. If that shit born in you, though, if that shit is born in you and it's in your DNA, it's in your fingertips, what did Biggie tell a motherfucker? Biggie said, fat, black, and ugly as ever. However, then he explained why he was dope. I stay coochie down to the socks. Rings and watch filled with rocks. And my jam knocks in your Mitsubishi. Girls pee-pee when they see me. Understand that he just said all the derogatory shit that you would probably say about him up front. Yeah, I'm fat. Yeah, I'm black. And I'm ugly. As ever. But, oh, this slick shit coming for your ass, though. I'm going to give y'all a practice to do every day. It's not easy. Take assessment of all of your skills and then all your gifts. Because you didn't do nothing to earn a gift. That's just shit you was born with, you was given. But all your skills, take assessment of those skills. And then see which of those you can improve upon today. All of them can be improved upon. But which can you be improved upon today? What do you want to achieve? You see this is a mountain, right? If you see over there in the corner, there's a little person over here on another mountain. Now that's insurmountable to a lot of people. He like, I'm trying to go the fuck there, though. See, he done came up all this motherfucking, he done scaled all this hardcore shit right here. He like, I'm trying to go the fuck up there, though. I did this shit. I'm trying to go there. Okay. The inventory is important because you going to figure out what you going to need to get up there. It's going to be a little different to coming up there. It's going to be a little different because there's some ice. It looks kind of cold up there. Some of the shit you can't see, the visibility is low. So take an assessment of what you have already. It's going to let you know what you need to move forward. Point A to point B is a very long journey. Because what you needed to get to point A, you're going to need something different to point B. How many of y'all played a video game before? Amen? Amen? Played video game before? That first level, you first start that video game, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The video game pretty cool, yeah. Then that's another level. That boss different. That shit hit different on level 2. So what do you want to achieve? And it's personal. It's personal. I get it. Make it public. Let motherfuckers know that's around you. Let motherfuckers know in your family. Motherfuckers calling your phone, expecting you to text them back. What you got on my 40, homie? I did all the aid and assistance and made you feel good and listened to your problems about your motherfucking boyfriend or whatever goof-ass shit you got going on. Don't make nothing to me. Now, your turn to help me. That starts now. That shit start now. What you gonna do for me? Are you selfish? Now I see you done changed. Imagine a bunch of caterpillars telling the butterfly how much he changed. That starts now. You ain't here by mistake. You're not in this room by mistake. I'm telling you what the fuck to do. What's next? So, this was me as a shorty. This face, behind this face is dyslexia, dyscalculia, dysgraphia, synesthesia. And what you can't see in here is a child that suffers from battered, neglected, and abused child syndrome, which means my mommy didn't love me. Not only was I neglected, I was abused. And that made it very difficult for me to figure out who I was in this world and why I had importance. And I couldn't read, and I couldn't write, and I stuttered. I stuttered so bad that you couldn't understand me. I still stutter right now. But I learned to do a thing called circumlocution. So I use my xiphoid process, pregnant pauses, hand movements, PFOX2 gene activation in order to meter my words out stylistically enough to be socially nomadic. I overcame that. A kid that couldn't read and write and talk now makes a living off reading, writing, and talking. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear shit from y'all. I don't believe you can't do it. I know you can. And the scary part is, you know you can. Stop people pleasing. Stop making motherfuckers feel comfortable about your gift, about your power, about your greatness. You are not regular. Yeah, let them make you feel weird. Let people make you feel weird about not being regular. Let them make you feel weird. That's fine. Be weirder than that, though. Be even weirder. Every day, I overcome a set of circumstances inside me, depression, shit like that, so I can get up and move. You're going to lose people along the way. Because your path is your path. The people that you got arms locked with right now, that you do everything for or die for, they're going to abandon you. And you got to keep going. And when you keep going, the blessing going to come. And you're going to realize that you thought you needed them, which is why you was helping them. And then realize they needed you. And you see what the shit they doing, everything that they doing, you look like, I made that up. I showed you that. I made that. I told you this. I taught you this. You're like, what the fuck? And then you realize that they had other people around them that was doing what you was doing. So what did you do, motherfucker? Except for siphon off everybody. You ain't real. And if you are real, prove it. Get up and do it. Then I don't care. I'm not mad at you. I'm going to keep fucking moving. And that's when the blessings going to come. I got one last. Now it's about you. When you detach from a motherfucker that's been siphoning off you. But the universe gonna force it to happen. Anyway, you might as well do it preemptively. Don't wait till disaster strikes. Do it now. Straighten that fucking back up, man. Grit them fucking teeth and get to walking through this shit, because it's ethereal. Don't spend your life giving your power away. At the end of this, I'm going to say this last thing. When I was little, there was a cartoon that helped me a lot. I didn't understand homoerotica and stuff at the time. I didn't know what that meant. And there was this dude. And when he was time to activate, he would say, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power. His name was He-Man, and he had a female counterpart named She-Ra. He said, I have that affirmation. Say that shit 5 times in your mirror every day. You ain't gonna believe it the first couple days. It's gonna be just like water off a fucking duck's back. But oh boy, that next week, you're gonna start seeing, and shit gonna slow down for you. And you're gonna start seeing the holes in people that you didn't know were there. By the power of the universe, you have the power, because the universe is within you just like you are within the universe. There's no separation between you and the cosmos. What's separating you from the cosmos? These walls, impossible, because there's oxygen in here. There's other people in here. This is your time right now. Now, you. You now. Now, you. Thank y'all so much for having me. What's up, bro? Thanks for coming, man. Appreciate it, man.
How can I get involved with work with you? I know this is what I need to do.
All you got to do. What's up, G?
What's up, man? Thank you so much for that.
Man, thank y'all for coming, man.